Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
We're a couple of kooky, crazy kids in love. They love reacting to some Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, he did it.
Yeah, and so we're checking out Assassin's Creed 3 today, all cutscenes. And so we wanted to play this game, but then just kept getting pushed back because just other games we wanted to play, and this game's a little bit longer. And so, anyways, didn't want to delay it any longer. And so we're watching the cutscenes. And yeah, that's our story, and we're sticking to it. If you want all of our reactions for Assassin's Creed, check out the description of this video for a playlist. If you want early ad-free access for this, we're going to be a month ahead over on Patreon. Links in the description. Or you can also join here on YouTube, little join button. Patreon, you get access to both channels, but here, if you just want this one, then hit the little join button.
Yeah.
Are you ready to do this?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Used to be when people talked about the end of the world, we locked them up or laughed them off. Sometimes both. But we never took them seriously. Maybe we should have. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Better to start at the beginning with the abduction of Desmond Miles, my son. This boy had no ambition, no direction, no plans for the future. What he did have was a heritage, one he chose to deny. It nearly cost him his life. He was captured and imprisoned. Those who took him believed he could help them find something. The apple. One of several artifacts we call pieces of Eden. Bits of ancient technology scattered across the globe. Some hidden, some found, all of them dangerous. Most are held by a single group, the same group that now had Desmond. You know them as Abstergo Industries. We know them as the Templars. As the enemy. We've been fighting them for thousands of years. Even longer if you believe the stories of their origins. I do. After all, I've seen the truth. That's the beauty and the horror of the Animus. A device that allows us to enter and experience the lives of our ancestors. It holds the power to change everything, to show us history the way it really happened. Up until its creation, to the victor went the spoils, went the truth. We're trying to fix that, to free minds and bodies both. But there's only so much that we can do, and the Templars have the upper hand these days. But something larger than the Assassins and Templars is approaching, bigger than all of us. And if we can't find a way to stop it, these next few weeks will probably be our last. Everyone's last. In the end, it all comes down to him. To Desmond. Through the Animus, he discovered his heritage, explored the lives of his ancestors, and uncovered their secrets.
Ezio.
When that was done, he trained. He used another ancestor to provide decades of experience in the span of a few days. It worked. We think. We hope. Soon, though, soon we'll know. That ominous date fast approaches, December 21st, 2012. None of us knows what it'll bring, only that this is where they want us to be. When it does. They've been guiding us
The Mayan calendar.
Fractured, frustrating way. These voices from the first
Date when the world's
civilization,
supposed to end.
the ones who came before, a precursor race of immense power and uncertain motives. They're the ones who made the pieces of Eden. This is where they've led him, and through him, us. He stands at the entrance to this long-lost place, armed with the knowledge of Altair and the abilities of Ezio. He holds in his hands
Altair had some abilities.
Eden, and we stand at his side, ready to support him however we can. His name is Desmond Miles, and he has brought us to the end.
Good way to recap things. So this is awkward.
We're here. Let's go.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
In another moment, down went Alice after it, never once considering how in the world she was to get out again.
What is going on?
I don't know, but it's definitely trippy.
Let's say. Is he just losing time?
I think we're here.
But what is here? Oh yay, an elevator shaft.
The key. You must find the key.
Son?
Come back. Oh.
Sir.
He's losing it.
Here we go again.
Desmond?
Do you hear us?
Yeah. What happened?
The temple triggered a bleeding effect. You collapsed and entered into a fugue state.
So
we hooked you up to the
naturally,
Matrix.
dropped me into the Animus instead of, I don't know, making sure I was okay.
The Animus made you okay.
You weren't in any danger. Besides, the temple appeared to be communicating with you.
I don't know, you talked
And I
about
didn't want to risk
bleeding.
severing the
Yeah.
connection. At least not until we knew what it wanted.
Right. Of course.
Son,
Don't send
No,
me
it's
dead.
fine. I get it. And I know what I'm looking for, by the way. It's a key.
No idea what
Just
it is.
no
yeah.
idea where it is, though. I guess that's why she triggered the bleeding effect.
she...
Juno.
Your caseworker, Juno.
She's talking to me.
Synchronization levels look good now. We should be able to build the world. Time to find out what the temple wants from you.
Your soul.
Sir? Sir?
Everything all right, sir?
Yes, fine. I'm just preoccupied, that's all.
Don't forget your invitation. Master Birch will be meeting you inside.
Thank you.
Where shall I retrieve you once you're done?
Front of the Opera House. And be quick about it. Don't expect to be here long.
I'll bring her round at once.
Invitation, please. Shall I take your coat, sir?
Shan't be needed.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are requested to kindly find your seats.
Good evening, sir. This way, please.
My apologies.
Pardon, excuse me.
Evening, Hatham.
Reginald?
I can't tell you how happy I was to hear they'd mounted this revival. Gay's best work by far. Have you seen it before?
Once. My father brought me here as a child. Though I remember little of it. I don't suppose tonight will afford me the luxury of a proper viewing either.
No, I'm afraid it won't. On to business then. Do you see him?
The mark?
And a statesman because he's so great. Thinks his trade as honest as mine.
He's seated in one of the boxes above.
The stairs are watched. You'll need to find another way up.
So is mine. But me too.
I already have.
Time to hop some chandeliers.
It is but fitting that we should protect and encourage cheats, since we live by them.
Find a secluded area to climb.
Word of trial comes on in the afternoon, and she hopes you will order
1,000 pardons. My apologies.
Very active and industrious. You may satisfy that I'll soften the evidence.
Pick it faster.
Man alive. Locked in place. Stand by.
I've got a bit of stage fright.
A little Dutch courage up at the blooming cheek.
Dutch courage? I don't know what she meant.
Maybe liquid courage? Like maybe that's...
That's what I figured. Or is she smoking?
Hatham,
Maybe a little weed.
you should have come to me. She would have found another way. Yes. But then you would have known. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. As am I.
No witnesses. Kid's gonna remember you. He's gonna rise up. Seek revenge. You'll never be safe.
Well, I'm curious about the person who was the target.
Mm-hmm.
Why was he the target? Because he sounded genuinely kind of sorry that he had to do this.
Mm-hmm.
I beg your pardon, madam. Did you get a question? Please!
Order! We must have order! Order!
Try to remember.
I can't get out here fast enough.
Order! We must have...
And how was the opera?
Rather dull, truth be told.
Shall we be off then?
Aye. To Fleet and Bride.
By your command.
Fascinating. Gentlemen, I hold in my hand a key. And if this book is to be believed, it will open the doors of a storehouse built by those who came before.
Ah, yes. Those who ruled, reigned, and vanished from the world. Do we know what it is that will be held within?
Treasure. It could contain certain knowledge. Perhaps a weapon, or something as yet unknown, unfathomable in its construction and purpose. It could be any of these things, or none of them.
Helpful.
They are
Very helpful.
still an enigma, these precursors.
all of it.
But of one thing I am certain. Whatever waits behind those doors shall prove a great boon to us all.
Or our enemies, should they find it first.
They won't. You've seen to that.
Yeah, but they can always steal it back.
You know where this storehouse is?
Ah, Mr. Harrison.
Gentlemen.
How fare your calculations?
I believe the site lies somewhere within this region.
That's a lot of ground to cover.
My apologies. Were that I could be more accurate.
That's all right. It suffices for a start. And that is why we've called you here, Master Kenway. We'd like for you to travel to America, locate the storehouse, and take possession of its contents.
I'm yours to command, although a job of this magnitude will require more than just myself.
Of course. Upon this paper are the names of 5 men sympathetic to our cause. Each is also uniquely suited to aid you in your endeavor. With them at your side,
Charles Lee?
you will want for nothing.
Well, then I'd best be on my way.
Instead of me.
I knew our faith in you was not misplaced. We've booked you passage to Boston. Your ship leaves at dawn. Go forth,
Charles
Hatham,
Lee.
and bring
General.
honor to us all.
Some fresh air might do me good.
And then all will be well.
You sure about that?
Of course. Have I ever led you astray?
Nah. Though you don't sit right with the others.
Have faith, my friend. You'll see.
Well, well. Seems our esteemed guest has deigned to grace us with his presence. You might want to head back to your quarters. Top deck's no place for tender parnells.
So I don't.
You're about to get your ass kicked.
Here you are.
Fancy yourself a joker, eh? Let's see how funny you find this.
That's enough, Grave.
Fisticuffs.
Stay out of this.
Listen to this, Hector. Thinks he can swagger on up here and declare himself king of the castle.
Please, fellas, call this off. If the captain
To
sees us...
hell with the captain. And to hell with you, Mills. Whose side you on, anyway?
Ooh, busted out a knife.
What's the meaning of this? Captain, explain yourself at once, Mr. Kenway.
These thought we were simply passing the time with a bit of sport, Captain.
How about you pass the time by doing your goddamn jobs instead? I wasn't aware I was paying you to loll about. A word, please, Mr. Kenway.
Oh, I nearly forgot.
Yeah.
There's your knife back.
Well done.
I don't care for you, Mr. Kenway. I've had nothing but trouble since you came aboard.
Your problems have nothing to do with me.
I beg your pardon?
You're a poor leader, ill-tempered and cruel, and it's clear your crew has no respect for you.
Damn. Don't hold back. I don't know what you really think.
Look, I don't want to argue. In fact, I need a favor.
Oh, this is rich.
I suspect some of the men intend to mutiny.
Yeah.
Really? What a surprise.
As I cannot trust any of them, I am compelled to turn to you.
And why should I help you?
Because if they do intend to betray, I'm the only hope you have of reaching America alive. Well, what will it be?
If what you say is true, what other choice do I have?
Thank you.
But let me be clear. Should you ever dare to insult or threaten me again, I'll not hesitate but to cut off your head myself. Are we understood? Excellent.
Yeah, I hate them.
Mr. Kenway.
Captain?
Whatever they're up to, I believe it's coming to a head.
I'd best get to work.
Won't be serving for another couple hours. Some biscuits in the barrel if you're desperate.
Actually, I've come with a question.
Can I borrow that knife?
What's that?
Have any of the men been acting strange recently? Said anything that struck you as out of the ordinary?
The boys cry about the rations, as if there's anything I can do about it. But beyond that, I ain't heard much. My advice, go find James. His ears are always open.
And where might I find him?
Right behind you, actually. He's the one sitting on the barrel.
Are you James?
Send the barrel is really more leaning on it.
Hatham Kenway.
It definitely wasn't right behind him.
I know who you are.
I was hoping you could answer some questions.
I figured as much, but not here. Follow me. Oh, what do you want to know?
Have you seen or heard anything out of the ordinary since we left port? Anything that gives cause for concern?
Some of the men have been gathering at night on the upper deck. I've only caught bits of their conversations, so I couldn't say for certain what they're up to. But I suspect it bodes ill.
Is it a mutiny they're planning?
All I know is they've little love for the captain. Mills has been trying to talk him down, but there's only so much one man can do.
All right, so Mills is an ally.
Thank you for the information.
I only wish to see us reach the colonies alive.
Evening, sir.
How are things?
Calm and quiet. Just the way I like it. What brings you topside?
Thought I'd wander a bit. Stretch my legs. That's all.
Take care where you tread. The deck hides all manner of danger in the dark.
What was that? Someone's throwing cargo overboard. But why?
First, I thought they threw the captain overboard.
Yeah, I thought it was a man overboard at
Claims
first.
we're not provisioned for such luxuries.
Is it all right that you should feast on lamb and wine? Stuck with tinned fish and biscuits?
Curious. Most curious.
So to lead another ship towards them, like, Breadcrumbs?
I mean, I would think for a boat to really be able to follow them off of that, it have to already be within their line of sight. Otherwise, the currents will take those.
Yeah.
Any news?
Each night it's the same. I scout one area, and they drop the painted barrels from another. I'm going to need to recruit an extra pair of eyes. Maybe James or Mills.
Why are they doing this?
Near as I can tell, the barrels serve as markers. They're leaving a trail.
All right, baby.
My fear is it's only a matter of time before whoever's following it.
Ship sighted aft! She's making ready to fire!
Beat to quarters, men! Ready the... Brace! Everybody down! A warning shot! Seems they don't mean to sink us, but board us instead. Man the cannons!
Take over,
Make ready
throw
to
you off.
fight! I want you below decks.
Why? Let me help you secure the ship.
Do you know how to rig a sail, to load a cannon, to wage war at sea? I didn't think so. Now return to your cabin, or do I need to have you escorted?
You could still help.
Okay, we'll just leave you up here with your mutinous crew.
Yep.
Have fun.
Exactly.
Have you been topside? A ship's appeared and means to board us. It's strange. There's no sign of mutiny aboard. It doesn't make sense.
Ah, but it does.
What do you mean?
Did you think you could escape from London so easily after what you did at the opera? That we wouldn't notice? That we wouldn't follow?
Ah, so that's what this is about.
Surrender, and I will see that you are treated with honor.
If you wish to treat me with honor, give me a sword.
Are you sure this is how you want to play it?
Just grab it and stuck him with it. There's your honor. But I guess he's not afraid of this dude. Ooh.
I told you to stay below decks.
I did as you asked. Only Mills was there waiting for me. He's the one that drew that ship here. There was no mutiny, only him.
What do they want?
Me.
Then they can have you.
Is that so?
They'll catch us anyway. There's nothing to be done.
I can think of something.
You wish us to sail into the storm?
It's our only chance.
I won't do it.
He wasn't really asking.
Then I will.
All right, all right.
Man.
We need those ropes secured! I told you this was madness.
Arm yourself. I'll fix your sail for you.
We need more speed! Loose the sails! Haytham, you take the foremast! James, to the mainmast with you!
Oh, hell no.
I mean, that seems incredibly dangerous, but also kind of exciting and fun. Oh, shit.
Ooh. Nice grab.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
"72 days out at sea." Thank you.
Seagulls mean land.
Make ready for our arrival, men!
Arrival? I see no land, only this interminable fog.
The gulls tell us all we need to know. Climb into the crow's nest and you'll see.
Or you can just listen to my wife. We have a sink coming up. Very, very high.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. These do great title reveals.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what do you think?
God, I love Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
It's so, I mean, it really is what I think first drew me to the idea of video games as a child, was the idea of falling into the adventure, the immersive experience that video games can offer. Obviously, like, it was fun playing Mario, but then the first time I played Tomb Raider, that was when I had that, like, whoa, they can be so much more. And Assassin's Creed is exactly that genre of video game for me. And it is falling into chapters of history that I've always wanted to explore. It's falling into characters that are so exciting and thrilling to play as that, yeah. I could go on all day.
Yeah, you should go on all day. That's actually one of the reasons I really like Assassin's Creed as well, is because just how like excited you get over it, and the history and it all. You know, I like uncovering the mysteries and badass gameplay, and like our characters, like all this the assassins so far that we've followed, like Altair and Ezio, did the big Ezio journey. So they have great protagonists that are really fun and interesting. So yeah, I mean, this was a good setup.
And I don't know, I just love the whole being out at sea and.
Not me.
I know, but you know, there's just something about the adventure that is doing sea travel back then. I mean, it was incredibly dangerous. I mean, you think that this opens and he's been at sea for 28 days. I mean, can you imagine a month on a giant ship with food rations and yeah.
Yeah, it was over 2 months, but by the end of it was over 70 days. Ugh, man, that would be brutal.
Yeah. Yes, it would.
72 hours for me would be brutal.
Yeah, you'd probably run out of Dramamine at one point.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So we got to assume that he was a Templar that he killed, because when Mills confronted him, Haytham, he said, like, you know, did you really think we would forget what you did? And, you know, that's what we have been set up, right? It's the Assassins versus the Templars. But not everyone we've always killed, or the Assassins have always killed, have been Templars. I mean, it could have been somebody else. But like they talked about, like not letting it get into their hands. But like you said, it did seem like he had respect for that guy at some point. Like, I mean, like he didn't really necessarily want to kill him, but like he had to kill him.
Yeah, I wonder if maybe he was somebody who like wasn't a Templar himself, but got caught up with the Templars in some fashion, or like was sympathetic to Templars in some fashion, like maybe through the business, or I don't know.
Yeah.
But there did seem to be like a genuine mutual respect between him and that guy, and often the Templars don't get a lot of respect because they're often scumbags in the world of Assassin's Creed.
Mm-hmm. Always enjoy the fisticuffs as well in Assassin's Creed, and I know the guy was talking about honor, and I was like, why didn't you just stab him right there? And like they said, there's your honor. I know it's not honorable, but that's because like I'm not a swordman, so I would lose unless I cheated.
You go for the survival things in the movies.
Exactly.
And in the scary movies too. So like, practical. How do I survive this? This is how I do it.
Yes, for sure.
I go off into like romanticized fantasy land. So I would definitely die, which is why, we balance each other.
We do.
I'm excited to visit the new world and see what comes next.
So let us know what you thought about this down below in the comments. And if you want to jump ahead in our journey, get early ad-free access and get a month ahead on Patreon. Links in the description of this video, and you'll get early access to both channels that way. If you just want our gaming channel, then go ahead and hit the little join button down below and join our YouTube membership.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for watching Assassin's Creed with us, but just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive.